Hello, welcome to Aging Well in America. I'm Anne Marie Gattari, your host. Every day, 10,000 people in the United States turn 65 years old. 5.5 million people today are 85 years old or older. By the year 2050, that number grows to 20. 20 million people will be older than 85 years old. Are we ready? Is America ready? Is our community ready? There's a lot of good work going on around the community, and with us today are more guests who are working in that area to help prepare us for the future and really where we are today. I have from the city of Grosse Pointe Woods, Mary Rose Nelson and Daniel Kvamme. Mary Rose is the chairperson of the Grosse Pointe Woods Senior Citizen Commission, and Daniel is the coordinator for City of Grosse Pointe Woods senior events.
Correct.
And I know that there's a lot of interaction between the two of you and the entities that you represent. And just to be totally transparent, I too am a member of the Grosse Pointe Woods Senior Citizen Commission, and I serve with much pride and honor. So thank you for having me this year.
Thank you.
So, Mary Rose, let's start out talking a bit about the commission, the Senior Citizen Commission of Grosse Pointe Woods. I know we have we're funded by the city of Grosse Pointe Woods, and we meet at our city offices. But our events really are open to all of the Grosse Pointes, the senior citizens and their families, all of the Grosse Pointes. Let's just talk in general, please, if we could, about what the mission and the purpose is of the commission.
Sure. The commission is a group of individuals, mostly city Grosse Pointe Woods residents, that they're appointed by the council and the mayor to be on this commission, and the purpose of the commission is actually to help the seniors in Grosse Pointe Woods. It's like a liaison. We are the liaison between the individual, the senior that lives in Grosse Pointe Woods, and the council or the mayor, if need be. We're there to help and inform. And I've been on the commission now for 7 years, and chairperson now for probably 3 or 4 years.
Really?
Yes, and before that was Joan Thornton, who is still on our commission, but she was the chair for over 25 years. So
my goodness.
the commission's been around for quite a long time.
Yes, it has. It has quite a history.
Yeah.
And I know one of the things that we do, and do so with such pride, is the various events throughout the year, entertainment events that are often tied to a season, and coordinate, of course, with some of the other activities that Daniel is involved in. I know in mid-May, every May, there's the ice cream social.
Yep.
What are the other activities throughout the year?
Usually our two big events, like you said, is mid-May is our ice cream social, where we start the day with a seminar for the seniors, an informative seminar, and then we go into the entertainment with the ice cream, of course, and all the toppings, all the great toppings that go along with it. And that's probably one of our biggest events. That usually averages about 130 seniors.
I'm going to put in a plug right here for the entertainment for that event. Is the Grosse Pointe North Choir, high school choir, which my daughter is on. This will be her last year as she graduates, but Ben Henry, who's the director over there, has accepted our invitation, and the choir will be playing again for us. So that's exciting. That's on May 15th.
May 15th. We're real excited about that.
At the city offices.
Yes.
Or the community center.
At the community center, yes. And as you said, it is open to all of the Grosse Pointes, since we are probably the only Grosse Pointe city that has a senior commission, but we don't, we do actually ask that you do call though, to, reserve a spot so we're not overly crowded, but it is open
We have to make sure we have
yeah.
enough ice cream.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And then what else we have? We have
And
events
then
in the fall and the Christmas time.
Yeah, the fall, usually, for as many years as I can remember, we always have our senior picnic. That, again, 130 seniors, And
that's at the Woods Park?
That's at the Woods Park, and that's always a Saturday after Labor Day, always, when everything's kind of winding down for the season, and the seniors love it. 2 years in a row, we were fortunate enough to have Detroit Tigers' Paws come.
That's right.
And
yep.
have pictures taken with him, and the seniors got a big charge out of that. This year was the first time that the commission's actually got involved in our Christmas party that the city puts on, and we really enjoyed that this year. We were helping with that, and that was a big event. In October, when Assumption has their senior expo, we also have a table there where we use it as our meet and greet for the people, because there's so many seniors that come there. We actually like to meet the seniors, and maybe that's the only opportunity we have to actually meet the seniors in the community, and they can get to know us, we get to know them. We can talk to them one-on-one and give them information on what's going on in our city, and also the contact information if they need to reach us for any reason.
Great.
So, like I said, we call that our meet and greet.
Yeah,
for the
that's
year.
a big event too at
Yeah,
Assumption in
yes.
October. So in between the commission events, of course, there's a lot going on at the city,
Absolutely. Yes.
which, Daniel, you are intimately involved in. So tell us a little bit about what are some of the activities that our residents can participate in.
Okay. About once every month, we have a trip that I schedule and coordinate for seniors of Grosse Pointe Woods and of the other points or surrounding areas. We do a lot of trips to the casino. We go to Tigers games. We go on lunch cruises, garden tours. There's a lot of opportunities for the seniors to get out and get active in our community because we have so much to offer.
That's
and
right.
a lot of people don't know about it.
Right.
So I'm glad to be here with you both.
Yeah. Tell us about one of the recent trips you took.
Most recently, we took a few seniors to the Pewabic Pottery House down in Detroit, and they got a chance to make their own Pewabic tile.
Yeah.
And we learned about how the pots are thrown and how the glazing and the firing of the pots works, and they had a chance to shop, and it was a really great time, and it was enjoyed by all of the seniors.
Boy, I bet that sounds great, and everyone came away with their beautiful
Well, we haven't
tile.
gotten them back yet.
Oh,
but
okay,
I'm
but
sure
they're
they'll
coming.
I'm sure they'll
Yeah.
be very pleased. There was some great
That's
artwork.
always been a favorite
Oh, absolutely.
extracurricular a field trip for the schools
Yes.
too. So that's great that that you were able to set that trip up. Do you do any travel? Or is there overnight travel?
We do. We have actually in October, I believe, there's a trip that we coordinate with the Michigan Recreation and Parks Association where seniors can go stay at the Grand Hotel in Mackinac for, I believe, a weekend. And that more information will be forthcoming about the
Okay.
dates and specific pricing for that trip as well.
Okay. So for these events and trips, of course, you make your reservation, you pay, and you show up, and
Right.
you go. Everything's taken care of, transportation, meals
Correct.
typically. What happens if somebody, I'm thinking of my own parents, for instance, they used to love to go to the casino. They would take one of the organized by a bus line, meet in the parking lot, I think it was a Kmart parking lot up in Clinton Township, and they'd go for the day to Windsor and then return and be all upset, of course, because they didn't win. They had a great time. They stopped doing that after a few years because they just couldn't handle it. They they were growing older. They couldn't walk as easily as they once did. Is this a reason for seniors not to stay home and not participate in your events?
Absolutely not. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry that your parents had to stop going, because it is really a great trip that a lot of the seniors enjoy. And it's my job to coordinate with the venue, be it the casino or a garden tour, to make sure that we're able to have any sort of accessibility we need to in order for everyone to come and enjoy regardless of their mobility.
Good.
So
Yeah.
the casinos usually are very accommodating, and a lot of the other venues
Yeah.
are accommodating as well. And if there's anything in my power that I can do to help anyone come out and enjoy our trips, I'm more than happy to do that.
Okay. I think the point is that there are a lot of resources around the community that can help people, even if they need individual attention for the day, in the way of a caregiver that you might be able to refer them to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if a family member can't go.
Right.
So that's great. Well, I want to step back a little bit and find out a little bit more about each of you. What's your personal story? How did you get involved in this work? Daniel, I'll start with you because we're probably the most curious.
All right. Well, I have been a Grosse Pointe Woods resident since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. I was 4 years old, and my next-door neighbors actually are an older couple who have been basically grandparents to me ever since I moved, and they are some of the greatest people I've known. And having worked with the city for such a short time and being actively involved in the senior trips and seeing them on a few, I really enjoyed seeing them be able to be active and be social and get out, and I wanted to make sure that everyone had a chance to do that.
Great. Yeah.
So they're probably one of the reasons I take such pride and have a zeal for doing this sort of work.
Yeah. So your job specifically is to do what then at the city? You said coordinate. Do you come up with the list of ideas? Are they handed to you and you do all the logistics? How does that work?
Usually I will go out and actively look to see if there's something that might interest our seniors, and then I will take the necessary steps to find out whether or not it would be accommodating for us to go, and then plan accordingly. But I'm also always open to suggestions, because no one knows what the seniors want to do more than the seniors.
Right.
So I'm more than happy to look into any suggestions that anyone might have, because, again, it's a great opportunity for everyone to come out and be social.
Great. And I know you've got movies planned throughout the month as well? Or
Correct. We
movies,
do provide some lunches in the community center through Mark Urey Catering, which are lovely, and then there is a brief movie that follows.
Okay. What's playing next? What's up?
I believe we have Argo coming up.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a good
So
one.
It should be very interesting.
That's a good one. I think because it's set in the late 70s,
Sure.
it will really resonate with a lot of the viewers. Mary Rose, you've been, as you said, on the commission for a long time and been the chairwoman for four years?
Going on 5 years.
5 years. So how did you enter into, I know you have a history with SOC as well.
Yes, actually I was working at Services for Older Citizens at the time, and I think I probably was with SOC probably for about 10 years at the time, and Sharon Meyer, who was also on our commission, mentioned that there was an opening in Grosse Pointe Woods, and I thought, oh great, I have the knowledge, I assume I have the knowledge, hopefully I have the knowledge after all those years in the background of working with seniors and everything, and I thought, well and it is a volunteer position, this is one way for me to get back to the city that I have lived in pretty much all my life too, and so I submitted an application, and as always, you go through a process, to be evaluated, and then, like I said, then you are appointed, if everything goes smoothly, you are appointed by the city council and the mayor. Both,
Yeah, right.
So I was excited about that, and it's been a wonderful opportunity just to get to know the seniors in the community. As you're aware of, there are so many seniors in Grosse Pointe Woods. On my street alone, I'd say at least 75% of the street are 60 and older. You know, and it's been that way even, when my kids were young. Like I said, I've been in the city for over many years, let's put it that way, And so not only getting to know my neighbors or the people at my parish or whatever, the seniors, it was more a way to expand myself and get the word out there of services that we could offer or help that we could offer.
Right, right.
And if anybody did have a need for us, they could always contact us through City Hall, through Daniel.
So even though most of the planned events are entertainment in nature or informational, if someone has a personal need, they need help with something, they might need some volunteer assistance for a short period of time. We know that SOC also provides a nice service like that, but if they don't know who to call, they can always start with the city.
Absolutely.
And then it's our
Absolutely.
job
It
to
is our
make sure
job,
that they
yes.
get to the right resource. Yeah, we were speaking a couple weeks ago with a researcher from the Institute of Gerontology at Wayne State, Dr. Jankowski, who is researching on demographics. That's one of his areas of expertise, and he says that most of our communities now in the state of Michigan, and Grosse Pointe is really at the forefront of this, the elderly population exceeds the school-age population. So for communities like Grosse Pointe, all the Grosse Pointes, to get ahead of this and really resolve how we're going to face the issues that will result, and we're seeing now, is really important, and that's why having the commission is such a great, really a great thing. I feel like we've got a head start on things.
Yeah, we're very lucky that way.
Yeah.
Like I said, we're the only senior commission in all of the Grosse Pointes, and like you said, because everything is changing in general with the baby boomers and everything, we're even looking to reevaluate our position on the commission and what we're getting involved in too, so that we can expand it to include other areas that we haven't actually touched in years past, just because things have changed.
Just
So,
by the need,
yeah,
really
need.
reacting. It's one thing to react to the need, and it's one thing to kind of look forward and anticipate.
Anticipate
and I
is
think
a
we're
great
trying
word
to
for
do
that. Yes,
and working so closely with SOC,
Yeah.
I have a really, really good idea. I mean, feeling about it, I think that we're going to get there. So that's great. There's another fun entity at the city, which you also, Daniel, help coordinate a bit, and that's the Senior Club. Tell us about what goes on at the Senior Club.
The Senior Club, the Grosse Pointe Woods Senior Club, meets the first and third Thursday of every month in the community center.
During the day?
Correct. It
Yeah.
starts at noon, and they usually run until about 4.
Oh.
So it's a nice leisurely activity that they can join.
Okay.
Anyone is welcome. They have cards and usually a snack or some sort of activity. And they also put on specific parties geared towards either St. Patrick's Day or a holiday social,
Okay.
things like
All
that.
right. Okay. But typically you can go either of these days of the month, and I'm sorry, did you say Tuesdays?
Thursdays.
Thursdays. You can go either Thursday afternoon and play cards if you want, or socialize.
Absolutely.
There's food.
Correct.
And you said there's a membership fee, right?
There is a due. I believe it's $5. I'm not exactly sure, but
It's minimal for the year.
correct. It is for the
Okay.
year.
It's one small amount that you pay for the year, and you can drop in and out anytime. The community center is such a great facility with all the different rooms and the kitchen and so
Absolutely.
forth. So we're really glad that our citizens, especially our elderly citizens, are taking advantage of it. So what's up next year for the commission?
Well, we're looking into different things or different projects and to take on, and hopefully we have some new events to offer the seniors. We'd like to get expanded into more seminars and things like that. You know, we've looked at other possibilities, but again, we don't want to duplicate the services that SOC offers
Right,
too. because
exactly.
We've looked into flu clinic or the tax preparation too.
Sure.
And if the need is there, that we can help SOC, you know, just with the location or the
Right.
building itself, you know.
Exactly.
We're more than happy to, but we don't want to duplicate it. So in turn, we're looking at different options and different ideas and things like that. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
We've had kind of a turnaround the past year or so where we've put on a lot of new commission members on who have great ideas and information, and it's been really helpful for us to look into these different projects. So nothing's been confirmed yet, but we're
Right.
excited about the possibilities that
Good.
are coming.
Now, the commission meets every other month.
Yes, every other month on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday
and
evening.
it is located on the calendar, the Grosse Pointe Woods City calendar, and anybody is welcome to attend our
Oh, that's good.
meetings. They're open to the public, absolutely.
Yeah, and we
So-
really do invite the community to come to us with their ideas, with their concerns. The commission is really an arm of the citizens, and
Yes,
so to be able
absolutely.
to work on
Absolutely.
the things that our folks are interested in, we need to hear from people. And the calendar of activities is also on the city website.
Yes, and Richard Shetler is our city council representative, so he also attends meetings, so he can give us, excuse me, information on what's going on in the city, or be there to answer our questions or concerns that we may have, and then he can take them back to the city council and say, look, you know, and give us some feedback or solutions or whatever's necessary with whatever concerns we may have.
Yeah, I wonder if we, oh, there's the phone number. Huh, you're reading my mind. There's the phone number for the city, 313-343-2408, to call, and it's a good way to get in touch with Mary Rose or any of the commission members. There's Daniel's email there as well. That's another good way to communicate. I think what we're saying, and we can't say loudly enough, is we want to hear from the citizens of the Grosse Pointes on the issues, the concerns, the activities they would like the city commission to consider putting on, getting involved in, begin to research. With the population demographics going in the area that they're going, we really need this to be a big joint effort. So what else? What else would you like our viewers to know about Daniel with regard either to the senior club or the senior activities in general at the city?
Well, the Grosse Pointe Woods residents will receive their newsletter or update, and all of the senior events will be in there on the last page.
Okay.
And if at any time they have any questions about one of our events, again, that phone number will reach me directly. So I'll be more than willing to answer any questions or handle any concerns to the best of my ability.
And there's the number again. Okay. All right. Mary Rose, what, give me, look into the crystal ball here next 5-10 years in Grosse Pointe
Well, I
Woods.
think,
What
like
would
I
you
said,
like to
it's
see?
changing, and because the baby boomers are getting more involved, and they want more. They do want more, you know, and so that's why we're looking at offering other opportunities so that we can meet the needs of the baby boomers as well as the seniors in the past. So it's going to be an exciting adventure.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We're moving forward, trying to stay on top of issues and concerns.
Exactly.
And meet needs.
Exactly.
That's a tough one. Say that a bunch of times. Well, we've come to the end of another half hour. I thank you both so much
Thank
for joining us.
Thank you.
We will do it again. Hopefully, we'll come back in a short while and talk about some other things that we've got planned for the City Commission. So, again, thank you for joining us, Aging Well in America. Do send us your ideas. Do please get in touch with Daniel and Mary Rose at the City of Grosse Pointe Woods concerning any issues, activities that you would like to see the city entities take up. Thank you again.